Space, the final frontier. This is the LEGO set 41713, Olivia's Space Academy, with 757 pieces and a price of about $70 in the US. So, LEGO lovers, let's boldly go where no friend's set has gone before. This is Olivia's Space Academy, and this is Elle, and this is an awesome set. So, let's get into it. So, first of all, as you can tell, this is awesome, but let's go through it and see what we got and if it's worth it. Let's start with the simplistic side builds. So, first up, we got this gyroscope type thing here. And it's actually kind of cool. So basically you can put any mini doll you want in this seat here, and you can do this to them. Otherwise, there is a mechanism here that you can spin, and yeah, they can really go. Let's put a figure in there, and I will go over the figures towards the end, just kind of how I like doing it. But we're gonna look at what it is like for a figure in here. So, as you can see, it gets pretty wild. Pretty crazy for them. Yeah, but it works fairly well. You're just kind of putting it on the side here and spinning it as so. We got a sticker here for a control panel, you know, how fast you want to go, how many rotations per minute. This part doesn't move like this really, just kind of goes back and forth, and then you can spin on that axis. You can't manipulate it really to spin on that axis, but it does kind of spin when you move it. So it's kind of a really cool thematic side build for space that I think is really nice. The other small side build here is basically a telescope. You can see we have some nice stickers, and you can kind of see in the lighting. Looks like we do have some actual constellations there, and the stickers are shiny, which is really cool. Although I will say that, like, this is kind of bland. The sticker kind of is a little weird in my mind there. But still kind of nice stickers, I have to say. A very simple kind of telescope build up here that can look around, and a little bit of movement up and down. Admittedly, you're going to be looking into the sky anyway. But one of the cool features that we have here, we'll kind of pan down here, is that you can actually put a character inside and they will move with it. And we also have some cool prints, if we can kind of see in there. It is a little dark. Again, shiny. It looks like the constellation with some graphs. And actually up here, there is a camera. And kind of the cool thing is they designed this so you can actually pop the camera in there. And if it works, either way, you can pop it in there and it actually kind of stays in there. But then you can also take a figure, put them inside here. Well, actually, they would be back here like this, and you can imagine them actually looking through it. And the dimensions are pretty good to actually kind of look through it. You can also put your figure's hands up here if you want to make it seem like they are more controlling of what's going on here. Apparently, I do not have the Lego abilities, but like that. And, geez, you do have to put them in one more. But you can have them spin around with the thing. It's actually really kind of cool. Obviously, you can turn it around and move this around still. I was surprised at how kind of neat it was, and then we do have a connection here that goes into the main building, but we'll get to the main building in a little bit. Otherwise, it's just a nice build. It is kind of compact and doesn't necessarily look the most detailed and stylish, but it's still a really cool build. One of the other side builds we have here, which is probably the weakest and not really relevant, is kind of the tractor you might use to bring the shuttle onto the launch pad. And it has these Technic parts to represent wheels. I think that, or not wheels, tracks. I think that's great. Just a little stud on there. I would have preferred probably like 3 studs that matched up with the motors, and we'll look at that later. But unfortunately, it's just pretty basic, but it gets the job done for the concept. So speaking of the shuttle, let's go into that. First of all, just looking at this is a sticker, by the way, and I think it's really cool that we got NASA. There's another sticker up here, and both sides are, you know, identical virtually. The shaping on this is actually really nice. It does remind me of the space shuttle program from the US. The engines are fairly simple, but still really well. I love this area where they use these new curved parts, and then with a little bit of extra doodad stuff going on there, extra engines, and it just looks really nice. The wings are really simple, but still really nice. I do love that they did get a pop of magenta in there. I would have preferred more pink, as you know me. Still pretty nice. One thing, I wish they would have used a white part for this. I think that would have been worked a lot better for this little part here, the clip. Unfortunately, it makes it look a little weird. Now, the front does come with a sticker, which kind of gets that nose cone. One of the things I don't like is how easy this rotates, unfortunately. But other than that, it looks really nice. It's very sleek. They do have studs on the side, but it looks really good for a space shuttle, in my opinion. Obviously, size issues and stuff like that. But then, of course, the space shuttle can open up the back. So there's no real mechanism to do it. You just kind of grab it and open it up. And then inside we have an arm that has a satellite on it. So let's take a quick look at the satellite. Now, admittedly, the satellite isn't really detailed, but it is a very nice, simple little satellite. I assume this is supposed to represent a solar panel, and then like a dish, maybe it's a telescope or something. We get that shiny chrome type metallic, which is really cool. And then the arm is fairly simple. You just got kind of a mechanism that raises out. Lots of articulation, actually, which I think is cool. I'm sure you could put other parts on there to do other things. You could have, a character on there, maybe doing like a connected spacewalk, but then it just bends down, fits in there perfectly. Really cool, actually. There isn't a whole lot of space to put stuff in there. I would imagine that if you just pulled the arm out, which isn't that hard, it's just connected there by a little Technic pin. You actually could put stuff in there if you want. The only other detail in here is back in the back they just have like a little fire extinguisher, which isn't really the most special thing, but still pretty neat. But how you get inside is you pop this off, and that is your interior. And there's actually enough for 2 mini dolls in there, fairly tight. And if we can try and look, you can see there is a stickered control panel. Kind of hard to see there, but it works really good. There is kind of a representation for a little window to the back, which is not too relevant. This is a new windshield, I believe, or I haven't seen it. Just the shaping of it's really nice. The curve here doesn't fully line up with this part. These are new parts here too, but it's really good. I like it. It's smaller, obviously, than some other ones that City and obviously like the UCS variant or the big Ideas one, but it is a really nice space shuttle, in my opinion. Very sleek. If you want to swoosh it around, great. It's not overly pink, which some people don't like, even though I would have preferred it like full pink. I would have loved that. But it has a very realistic look to it, which I really like. And it's just well built. It's durable too. But kind of the secondary main attraction here is actually the Space Academy. So let's pop the camera up and see what we got. So this is how it looks right there. So first of all, this can go up, and we'll talk more about that later. I love the design. It's so kind of different how they have the sides here. The solar system design, these are all stickers on here, and these glittery stars are stickers on there too. I just love this. It just looks cool. It wasn't as hard to build as I thought it would be, and it's just overly super awesome. I'm a big fan of how that looks. And then up top, we just have two simple radar dishes, which kind of cool that they move in unison, like they're targeting a certain area. And again, it just uses the little splat type pieces to move them. Just a nice extra detail, so it's not a just plain top up there. And then on the bottom floor, we have a sliding door, actually. We have this kind of baby blue or princess blue, and it just slides over just like so. Really kind of a cool, nice idea. Kind of an illusion of steps or something, very small here. The sides, not really detailed. You can see that's where the holes are for the side attachment, but yeah, there's really no detail on the sides. The other nice plus here, as you can see, is this is the purple transparent parts, which I just love. Those are great. just, I love how this thing looks. I can't lie about that, and I can't keep not saying it. But we're going to start at the first floor. So first floor, you can see, I'm going to take this little mechanism out here. You can see more shiny pictures of like galaxies or nebulas, all different things. We got a crystal piece there, which is one of those, you know, shiny on the inside type pieces. Really kind of a cool piece. They used it for city space. And the other side, no stickers on the bottom there. But like I said, the window stickers, other than that, there's really nothing detailed there except for this. This is a replica solar system, which is awesome. So let's see if we can get it to work. So basically, you spin this around, and we'll look at it like this. I love how the representation for the moon spins around the Earth as you spin it, as it spins around the sun. That is awesome and very, like, that is how it works. I think this is a really cool mechanism. At first, when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Solar system, they just built it up. But then when I turned it, I was like, oh my God, that, like, and I don't know if it works perfect like a calendar, like the revolution rate or some science-y stuff. And, you know, I'm sure there's smarter people that are out there than me and probably younger, but it's just really cool. And I think it's a fun little thing to just play around with, fidgety. And I just love how they have a great representation. Something that would have been fantastic, which is probably hard to get, is if the blue part actually had like printing for the land on it. But I'm fine with it not. You get the idea that it's Earth with the moon around it. And I was playing with this for so much. But this just plops on the bottom here, which is nice because it's kind of the easiest access area down there. Now, I don't believe this building is modular. No. So it doesn't like pop apart easily. So this is the second floor and kind of maybe the science area. So over here we have a nice sticker with like schematics for satellites and, you know, your awesome spaceship. It is kind of compact in here because it is not modular. We have a rocket there. We have a microscope, which you can see has that cool city print of the like microbes. We have just a random drill over there, just, you know, whatever to make stuff. Then we have maybe a little relaxation area. The little hook on the side is supposed to be for a helmet. I'll show you that when I get to the mini dolls. But you can see a screen with a picture back there, and there's two handles, and I believe what they'd use as representation is like 3D VR gaming, but you're actually, you know, using a space robot, or I'm not sure, but that's how they show it in the book. And we have these little chairs like these. I like this design, and there's quite a few of them in here. I think 3 total, and it's just a nice easy chair to have for your characters. So once we go up a level, this is a cool design part here. First of all, I love the magenta color. This is a very nice design for like the bridge to the shuttle. So you just turn that and you have a bridge to the shuttle with some support behind it. It actually is kind of open here. Nice. So you can see characters. You got some light kind of representation there, which I think is really cool. And then the cool part that I like is that it locks kind of into place, so it won't like flop down, and then when you put it back, it does the same thing, so it won't like swing down. And, you know, it's pretty good in there. It stays good until you really turn the thing. But we'll leave it open so we can take a look. First of all, more stickers for like massive amount of computer screens. We could imagine this is more like the command, and it does look kind of like how you would have a NASA screen. Or at least from movies I've seen. Obviously, there's a whole lot more people, a whole lot more things going on. But each of the things back there, those are stickers. Very shiny. Love the stickers. Really great quality. This is actually a keyboard part. You can kind of see there. We have a metal cup, which doesn't come in too many sets. And no stickers on the side. And just another one of those chairs. And then up top here, you can just see that's how the things are. Not too special for those, but still really cool. So that's a lot of detail in the building. And that is pretty much all the main builds. So let's look at kind of the minifigure accessories And the mini, well, I said minifigure. Well, I guess whatever. They're for both. But so here's one, which I think they have in a lot of the sets coming in Summer Wave. But it's a picture of Mia on basically a iPad type thing, or, a tablet. Really cute picture with her with flower. Maybe she's growing some plants or just picked that flower. But that's a pretty cool part. But probably the coolest part, which I'm going to try and set up here, is, and you get two of them, is this print for space cookies. And that is what I'm calling them. They are space cookies. So first of all, the top has the space logo, which you can kind of tell there. Then we have cookies, and it kind of looks like it has designing to make it look like it's in a crinkle bag. And then it even has like a UPC thing there. Oh, that's so cool. Someone took a bite of one already. They probably shouldn't have yet. But you also get two of these 1x2 transparent parts, which is really cool. You also get a plethora of helmets. This helmet is the most unique because it's just, if I can get it up here, kind of show it off here. So basically, and I probably can't get it on there. Come on, please work for me. But so basically this is a helmet, and I don't know if we've had this before, but you can see here that it's kind of like the helmet with the band, but it just doesn't have the band, because you can put the standard kind of lensing on it, but it doesn't have the bottom like chin strap guard. And then we also have these other white helmets, which aren't too fancy, and they just have the gold visor on them, which is still kind of unique and cool. But let's get to our figures, our mini dolls. And I have to say, I am impressed by them, and I also do not remember their names. So as you can see here, we have what is really, really cool. And gosh, I don't know how to explain it, but this is basically like your space scientist type little outfit, or maybe, junior Space Academy member. This person has glasses, and of course I do not remember the names. Oh my god, long sleeves. We don't see those a whole lot in mini dolls. I just love the detail on it. Simple kind of blue pants with little brown shoes, nice kind of hair print. I think or not print, but mold. I think we've gotten that before though. And then on the back here, just a little detailing around the collar and the waist, and just, wrinkling. Otherwise, it's just really cool and really different. We got that kind of classic space logo on there, which I think is really cool. But we got other characters, and I think they're awesome. And like I said, I already like this set. So, yeah. So first of all, the face print has basically a walkie there. Love getting different skin tones. We're getting lots of them now, and I just love it. I think it's great. Represents the entirety of the world, but this is probably like your flight control or mission leader. Has that nice black hairpiece. Very nice print in the torso area with like a name badge. And then similar pants, but dark blue with black shoes. Just really love that they're doing different things. And on the back, you can see that nice black hair, but let's see if we have anything on the back of the torso, which is a little hard to get off, with the hairpiece there. So you can kind of see a little detail there. Not a whole lot, but that's all right. So our other characters, which as usual, I don't know their names. I apologize in advance. So here we have this character who has very short cut. Don't see that a whole lot, especially in LEGO Friends. Nice different skin tone. Love seeing lots of more skin tones. As you can tell, their suit is white with some vibrant coral highlights, which is interesting. Very nice print on the torso there. And then the boots are a silvery color. Love that. With, again, more vibrant coral. And then the back also has the classic space logo with some nice detailing. I mean, it's fairly simple, but it's still really cool. And then we have Olivia. I know who Olivia is. The only thing with Olivia, though, is she is no different in torso. And so you can use the torso for both males and females, which makes sense because they're big and bulky. You're not going to necessarily get any sort of body definition from them. Otherwise, her face is kind of generic and kind of the generic hair that she's had. So nothing too special besides getting another one of those spacesuits. So that is pretty much everything. We are going to throw a helmet on one of the characters here just so you can kind of see how it looks. And it looks pretty good. They do bring the white on the neck up a little bit, or all the way, so that you don't fully see it, and then only kind of the chin area is seen. So if you just have it straight on, it looks pretty good. I do have one qualm, though, is that I really wish they would have had air tanks. Any sort of air tank, I think, is something they should have had. I think that would have been a great, nice addition, especially for, like, you know, going in space. Then again, this is an Academy. It doesn't necessarily say it is a spaceship launch or whatever. But so what are my overall thoughts on this set? It's awesome. For $70, I really feel like you're getting a lot here. I really feel like this, I mean, I know you can't even see almost everything on the screen here. I feel like this is a $100 set, or around a $100 set, or maybe a little under. You know, you're getting 4 mini dolls, first of all, with all of them having new prints that you can't get in any other set. You get cookie prints. The sticker sheet, by the way, is awesome. This is the sticker sheet, and as you can see, they'd give you like extra little stars that are really shiny and cool. This set's awesome. I don't know if Lego Friends is going to go to space ever again. And that's kind of sad to me. I hope that somehow they do, but that makes me really make sure I want this set. This building, I think, just displayed, just looks really cool. It's got interesting architecture to it. It's not just a square, you know, and the stickers, these are stickers, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that, but those are awesome. I think it looks really great. I can keep talking about how much I love this set. I honestly, after building it, I can't say it's overpriced. I normally, if you've listened to my videos, I might be like, oh, it'd be nice if it was a little underpriced or less or something. You get a lot here, and I think it's a great value. It does have a lot of competition this summer, but this is kind of cheaper than some of those, and it's a lot of awesome here. And plus, it's friends in space. We don't get that. I love it. I love this set. If you have any love of space and friends, or either, and awesome mini dolls, get this set. This is an awesome set. When I heard the name leaked, I said I was getting it. I wasn't sure. I got it built. It took me a while to build because there's actually a lot going on, a little bit more detailed building. Parts are pretty good. I love this set. Final answer, I love this set. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you'll check out more of my videos, and hopefully you'll go out and buy this awesome set and tell Lego, space friends are awesome. All friends are awesome, but space friends are even extra awesome, maybe? I don't know. Thanks for watching the video, and hopefully you'll check out more of my videos. Thanks again.